up, beautiful souls? Welcome to your full moon reading. This moon, is especially unique in itself. It is the second full moon that falls in October 2020. It falls on Halloween. What better occasion? Furthermore, I don't believe it's happened since the 40s. And it's a blue moon, hence once in a blue moon. It's that rare. Furthermore, it encapsulates the energy of our Taurus friends, an earth element. It is going to be the energy that influences and affects us for days before and after. And if there's one thing we know about the Taurus, they have the perseverance about them. Furthermore, they're grounded and they're stable. They're very loyal and compassionate. And if we intertwine this with that of the esoteric astrology, the astrology that sees it from the soul that is awakened within the human experience, our Taurus friends, bring forth the capability and the energy which we are all under the influence to harness at this point, which is seeing the divinity in which most of us can't even conceive. It is very similar to Mother Teresa's energy. There's a story where she's walking the streets after the wake of Destruct. The scenes are horrendous and quite devastating. Yet, leave it to Mother Teresa to see the beauty amongst it all, where she sees a flower bloom in the cracks of the concrete. If there was a soul quote for the Taurus, it is, "I see." And when the eye is opened, all is illuminated. These are the energies that are playing a heavy influence upon all of us right now. Something that we can harness and utilize in this time, during this energy shift. And as I take this into a meditation, drop in with my auto writing and consulting with Spirit, the first question that is presented is, how do we see? How do we know what is true? Then the question, thank you, Spirit, is, well, what is right or wrong? Is there such thing as right or wrong? Or is it only that which human has constructed with our critical thinking and our ego beliefs? They like to think it's only expansion. When we accept there is no right or wrong, we permit ourselves to see, to observe beyond what is. Gaining the bigger picture is a moment of being able to release judgment. If we can get ourselves to a place to really open our third eye, it's releasing what we think we know, releasing what we've come to believe as truth, and being able to observe and evaluate, which is the best place without judgment, meaning that we can evaluate not only ourselves, but others. We can evaluate not only our own truths, but what others deem to be true. It's in this moment that we can release the emotions that tie it together, rather than becoming attached to the emotion that stirs with it in the moment of being able to observe, recognizing there is no right or wrong in this state of using the third eye and seeing it from Spirit's point of view. We also allocate ourselves the ability to become curious without latching ourselves to the emotion and allowing it to be the driver's seat. We allow it to just flow through by giving it curiosity. That's interesting. Being genuinely unattached, unbiased to anything that arises. And how do we know, Spirit, if we are using our third eye? They ask, does it flow or is it restricted? In observation to it all, the polarities and the contrast, how does it progress? How does the wider perception gain its momentum? They cue us in on a very important thing right now, which is a great useful tool. If there is restriction, if there is conflict, is an opportunity to observe our own limiting belief. And in order to do that, we have to become radically honest with ourselves, guys. It comes back to all of that we've been speaking about the third eye. It is this true? AKA, if there is no right or wrong, it also gives us a moment with these limiting beliefs to observe without judgment and only in the curiosity and witness how it resonates within us. What do you feel? And when I say feel, let me clarify. I'm not asking about your emotion. I'm asking, how does your higher self, the soul within you, resonate to this truth? This is a key indicator of becoming into that alignment and gaining the higher perspective, the wider peripheral vision, and cueing in to how spirit sees it. Things we deem often to be true often have yet to be looked through the third eye. There is always, underlined, always more to be revealed. Expansion. No matter how enlightened or how awakened we think we are, if we're here living this human expression, there is more room for expansion, understanding, and growth. The direct download from spirit. Be willing to look through the looking glass. Details once overlooked may now be ready to serve you. In our expansion, we permit ourselves the ability to see things from a much broader perspective. There is much happening around you. Always has, always will be. But it is finding the capacity to release judgment and see it for all that it is, as the real you does, as the divine source and higher self reveals the truth in the simplest form. I can't emphasize that enough, guys. The moment that it gets complicated is the moment that the human mind, our critical thinking, our ego has intervened. We've made it all junky and yucky and compiled with the what ifs, and when it comes to from source, it is simple. And if it helps, always fueled with love. Then I heard, what if we don't like what we see? Spirit comes in. Find peace in everything is as it should be, and playing to the orchestra of the divine universal laws. Your soul is not the only one who plays an instrument, but without it, the divinity of the serene song would be off tune. We assure you, no matter where you play, your divinity will play out and be a part of the big scheme. Both you, sister, brother, and ancestors are all engaged. No matter the consciousness held, it is all interweaved. There is no without. Energy never ceases to exist. I felt that. It was a beautiful download, beautiful engagement, something that we can all take to practice, no matter where we are. Again, there's more to be revealed, no matter where we are in our journey. And as I said in the very beginning, be willing to look. Details once overlooked may now be ready to serve, meaning things that we weren't ready to see maybe a year ago may be ready to be revealed if we choose to take another look. Great opportunity to open the third eye, to see like that of our awakened Taurus friends, utilizing and harnessing those energies that are in our energy shift as we speak. As always, I send my love and wish you guys the best energies during this energy shift, and namaste.